Hello, my name is Gail Medina, broker at Intero Real Estate Services. Today, I'm excited to be sitting down with one of our top producers who's been in real estate just about a year and a half. Pedro Perez, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So, Pedro, let's start from the beginning. What made you choose Intero when you first got into real estate?
After I passed my test and everything, I was looking at different brokerages. I was kind of seeing pros and cons of everybody. I did find Intero, I did find it as a very one-on-one kind of mentorship as far as, people who are new starting to learn. So I value that a lot. Because instead of being at a bigger brokerage where it's kind of you're just like a number, you're at somewhere where you can actually talk to your mentor, you can have coffee with them, you can go out to lunch with them, and they can kind of have that one-on-one personal connection.
Yeah, definitely. Family feeling, I would say.
Correct.
How was the switch from part-time agent to full-time agent? When you started, it hasn't really even been a year and a half, but what made you decide to make that switch, and how was that switch from part-time to full-time?
So it was difficult. I'm not gonna say it was easy. It was definitely difficult. I'm blessed enough to, have family that supports me and everything. So that helped out a lot. But I mean, yeah, it was tough. You see your savings started to run down. You started getting nervous, like when is business gonna come in? But it's definitely a thing of just putting your head down and trying to not really focus on results and just kind of focus on what you're putting into it.
Exactly. What do you think really helped you build your business? Aside from going straight to full-time, what on top of that helped you build your business?
I would definitely say social media presence, understanding that social media is what's gonna put yourself and your business in front of the most qualified eyeballs as possible in a short amount of time. So definitely understanding the social media presence that you need to have. And yeah, that's kind of what, skyrocketed my business.
Were you afraid of social media videos in the beginning, or were you always kind of comfortable with that?
I did a little bit before, as far as just like for my personal kind of experience, but as far as realtor, the only thing that was kind of scary was seeing family and friends' reaction to it, of just like a switch to like a professionalism that they didn't expect out of me. So that was kind of the scary part. But once I kind of thought it through, I was like, do I prefer that, or do I prefer actually,
making money?
Making money. So I just put that aside and got to it really.
Yeah, great. What do you say to anyone who might think that your success happened overnight?
I would highly disagree. Highly disagree. I mean, I didn't make a lot for the first 6-7 months that I was in the business. Not saying that's that's how it should go, but that's how, my story went. But it was definitely not overnight. It looks like overnight just because, the work you kind of put in built up over time, and then out of a sudden, it just gets going. But it's definitely not overnight. Yeah, it took time. Yeah,
I agree. And I saw you in the beginning, and it takes that momentum, that perseverance, that dedication. There were some tough times, and I was privy to that. But it's the seeds you planted, and you planted so many seeds, and were just so persistent that when they started blooming, the blooming might have looked to others like that was overnight. But no, there was a season of a lot of planting seeds. So real estate isn't always easy. What was one challenge that hit you early on, and how did you overcome that?
I think coming from a part-time job where you're kind of you're expecting the next, when your money's coming in.
Yeah.
Kind of making that switch over at the beginning of my business I was questioning what I was doing, as if it was the right thing to get me to like my first closing or my first rental or whatever. So I was questioning myself a lot. Just because, you hear all these different tactics and stuff, so you don't know if you're doing the correct thing. But my mentor, Oscar, he taught me exactly everything that I know now, and he helped me out a lot. He told me to stay focus on, certain things, which led me to where I'm at today. So
great, excellent. And how has being at Intero helped your business?
I mean, it built me. I mean, it was the reason it's the reason that I'm at where I'm at today. If it wasn't for the relationships I built, the everyday at the office, the little, like, you know, helpful things that you guys tell me, then I mean, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So
Well, thank you.
thank you.
Appreciate it. If there's an agent out there that's feeling stuck or unsupported, what would you want them to know?
I would definitely want them to know that the harder you work, the luckier you get. This is a tough business as far as you know, getting yourself going, but it is very rewarding. If you can stick through it and put in the work and make it happen for yourself, then it's definitely worth it. Yeah, so I would say that.
Thanks. And if someone is thinking about joining Intero, what would you tell them in your own words?
I would definitely say get with Gail. Gail, she makes it very simple for you. It might be a very scary process at first, just because, you know, you're new to everything, but or even if you're, you know, already been in the business, but Gail makes it very simple, very easy. She explains how things will work. She'll put you with somebody who's gonna help you grow your business, kind of make you understand better of what it takes to, you know, get to where you want to be. So yeah, I definitely say that definitely get with Gail. She makes everything very simple, very easy. So
I believe definitely hard work, perseverance, dedication is always the key. Sometimes it doesn't happen as fast as we want to, and that's scary.
it is, yeah.
Especially when you're going from part-time to full-time and you are seeing your savings dwindle. So thank you, Pedro, for sharing your story and your experience. I love to hear that. If you're an agent watching our video right now, and if you're thinking about taking your business to the next level, we'd love to connect with you. Please reach out. Again, I'm Gail Medina with Intero Real Estate Services, and this is Pedro Perez.
Thank you for having me.